Hello everyone, this is DDWitcher1, and today I'm going to just be showing you the updated room. So as you most likely know, if you're subscribed to Jimmy Master Animatronics, which is my other channel I'm on with multiple other members, you would know that there was a big meetup recently. Several collectors got together in person. Farthest one away was from Australia, which was a really big deal, and honestly, if it weren't for that collector being able to make it, it may have not just happened, because I think that with him officially coming, that was the big push for it all to happen. But anyways, when everyone was over at my place, because we were also at the Jimmy fan's place with his big freestanding building with all this stuff in it, when we were at my place, there was some reorganizing that went on in the room. So there's a significantly smaller amount of life sizes in the room. I pretty much chose my favorites for the most part to be in here, and aside from a little mess on the ground in the corner from just putting stuff in storage, it is pretty much all set, and maybe even the cleanest it's really ever been, which is really saying something. But I'm just going to start here, go to the right, and then just sort of show everything, and it looks incredible. So thank you to everyone that helped me out with this. So we have the Spirit Halloween sign, those two have been there, but we also have the pop-out portrait right there. That is the produced model. He does have a box, but it is currently holding another portrait in there, so that portrait is protected because I value that one a bit more than this one. This has been here. We have the UK eyeball doorbell. Still haven't tested it because the batteries are dead. And yes, that was a UK exclusive last year, so if they don't make it this year, it's going to be really rare. Then over here we have the projector top hat with the face that projects underneath it. Not the best placement for it, but it looks good right there. Just not being turned on because, you know, when I press the button, it sort of cuts off the mouth. Then over there we have the Target eyeball doorbell. That giant skull greeter head is still there. There's a couple of J-hooks we put in the ceiling, so this cage skeleton is now hanging up, which is really cool looking. Basically the whole top shelf is the same, so not really going to go over that. Then right here, it's pretty much all the same, except for the fact that there is a Freaky Geek prototype missing, because I did have two, and that is because I made a deal with Totally Awesome, or Totally Animatronics, whatever you want to call them, and he got one of those from me, and I still have one. The one that the Jimmy fan opened up and replaced is the one that Joseph got, also known as Totally Awesome. Then right there we have the baby head. You may have seen this spirit ball head just sitting up on the shelf with the others and probably been wondering why is that there. And if you're wondering why it looks different, I honestly have no idea, because until I saw this, it was only known that the Small Mad Scientist, which is the rare small one, was only sold at Kroger grocery stores and for 1 year. But this one's face is significantly pushed in looking, like, and so it looks baby-like. That's why we call it the baby face. But what happened is I had a second Small Mad Scientist just by chance, and we did like a head transplant on the thing. So, because when I got the baby head spirit ball, it was actually completely shot. Just nothing worked at all, just completely dead, no life in it whatsoever. And so that's now working, and so I have a different, I guess, generation, or maybe it's a pre-production, whatever, I don't know actually. So, but I know you guys really care about that totally, so just gonna move on. Right here it's pretty much the same. You've got the 3 Snap and Sam candy bowls and the coffin and the tombstone that both scream. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this shelf right here. There's a bunch of hands, more than before. Everything's sort of the same on there, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pan around to show the life sizes. So, and this is the mess right here, but I'm gonna clear this very soon. There's Fat Bowler's head. His head was sadly excessively used for repairs on other things, so rip Fat Bowler head. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pan around. We have Giles the Butler, which has been restored by both me and the Jimmy fan. My first gray-haired Butler, the non-derpy one, which is in pretty much mint condition. I mean, the arm hasn't even been posed, so this is like a treasure for me. And by the way, the derpy Bowler is actually in the gray-haired Bowler box in there, as well as Pumpkin Nester. I believe he should be in there. And then in the very corner is the beheaded bride. And also she got a board transplant, and so for the first time in 3 years of me owning her, she now works. Although the two LEDs and the eye blinking do not work. So that has to be looked into, but not right now. Then we have the 2008 model of the skeleton bellwether from Target. This has always been a favorite of mine, and then I even have a picture with the 09 model in stores, and this one just moves more and has more detail to the face, so he's one of my favorites, and he is set up for that reason. We have the house plugged in. We also have the little store display with all the different lights plugged in down there, and we have this chain of, or string I guess, of big skulls with actually screw-in flame bulbs in them, which are Jimmy, and I've never seen any others. I know I said I was gonna show the life sizes, but I just want to get this out of the way. So there's a few things right there. Then we have some candy bowls and a phone. Down here we have the majestical white box skull, the Ghostface telephone, little Pez thing, and jars and Fat Rat. And here's Dr. Shivers, which I've recently made a video of him. He has actually been opened up again and has all new stuff in there. This has been sort of rearranged. The sax playing skeleton is right there now, and those have also moved. I know that's barely hanging on. There's the Sunstar Reaper, or skeleton, excuse me. Then we have the hanging shaking monster right here, the, I guess, more serious looking one. And the head may be like stretching out from a hanging. I can't really tell though, and if it is, I will switch it with the other one, which is currently sitting down. Then we have the Magic Power sample life-size Reaper with candelabra. I also have recently gotten the Grimgriven Angel prototype back, so he is set up right there. Midnight Countess is right here, as she was before. Flaky Francis is right here, and the prototype dancing Frankenstein monster is right here. And these three are pretty much the same. Then down there we just have Frodrick and the little skull dish. And there's the chainsaw. Okay, so we also have the Night View 2007 shaking chandelier. I actually got this off of eBay new in the box for $53 shipped, because in my opinion, it's a really classic decoration. It's sort of one of the underrated ones, but I just remember seeing it in a bunch of old videos, including the Spirit in Store video. So I was like, why not get it? It looks pretty cool. Never mind that there's no lights on it, but it's still really cool. It's a little decorative piece, and there is a shaking motor in there that's put in with the J-hook. And also, you may have been wondering, where have the haunted heads been? Don't you have a lot of those? Well, they were just in a box because I didn't know where to put them. But now they're actually all up here, so you can see all the different versions. So you can see I have the complete set of yellow heads. I need 2 more green heads. And then over here we have the rest. So I need the 2 more green heads, the pumpkin with the tongue sticking out. And then if there's also a yellow head with a mustache and brown hair. And if there's any other generations of this skull, and I will actually have all of them, which is crazy to think about. Oh yes, and the 2007 model of the normal skull as well. I just wanted to throw that out there. We have the little skeleton hanging there. Tap this to make the lights go off. The Pez dispensers are still up there on the wall. And right here we've got the frogs right there. This little crystal ball is right here. And then it's all pretty much the same here, except the happy talking candle is right there, the spider phone's right there, and then these two are right here. And those two Dawn of the Dead hanging spirits are hanging up there now. And then this isn't the exact model that goes with this box, but Peter CM gave me this box for free. And I had a skeleton one, although it's the smaller globe model, and so I decided why not store it in there because it looks pretty cool. And then we have this final shelf right here with all of the prototype Jimmy items. There's a lot of those. And yeah, so he transformed, and that's the